again, world, and welcome to another episode of Aaron Smith Can't Lose. I am your host, Aaron L. Smith. It's a late Thursday evening going into Friday. We got about 10 minutes left in the day of Thursday, going into Friday. And like I said, this is just off the top of my head. I know I haven't done a show in a while. Been busy with other things, and sometimes you can't sit down and just talk and shoot the shit like I usually like to do. But I'm here right now, and let's have some fun with it. All right. Just celebrated a birthday. 37 now. My birthday was about a week and a half ago, August 31st. I enjoyed myself. I, rekindled some friendships, and I got to see some people. I hang out. It was good. I really thoroughly enjoyed myself. But I'm back, and I'm here to talk shit. So, the first thing I want to get off my chest is that I think it was last show I was talking about a couple of things, the election and, the net spin card and why that prepaid service sucks ass and whatever, fuck. But I'm straight now. I got with a different bank. We're good to go. Everything is chill. So far, so good. Knock on wood. And I'm looking forward to, their services and banking with them and shit. And then I also said I was being represented by an agency. Well, that shit didn't last very long. And, long story short, what happened was that I was supposed to do an interview with a couple of people that was under this agency. I don't I don't shout out people or anything like that if I'm no longer associated with them. But if you want to check that out, go on the last episode, and that's where I talk about it. But anyway, so due to a technicality of the agreement that I signed with this person, they let me go over text. Very professional, highly professional. But it is what it is. There were some issues that I was recording on this, and I didn't get a chance to do and correct everything because I was having problems with the app, and I was trying to work things out, and it seems like it was on their time and not my time, or we trying to meet in the middle, whatnot. I figured I was a client, and everything's supposed to be about that, doing them first, and what the fuck, or whatever. Anyway, it didn't work out. So I just I'm just gonna basically just not fuck with certain people anymore. And it is what it is. I just try to do my best. I'm not a perfect person. I speak my mind and like to say certain things that piss people off, and there's things that come with it. And going back to this agency, these people, everything started and seemed legit at first. Everything was cool, everything was chill. We got along fine, briefly, before it abruptly ended it. And like I said, my only fault was, not doing it in time, I guess, or whatever the fuck. But I figured that, it could have done a lot better. And it seems like, everything was in their favor and never was in mine. And I just thought it was a whole bunch of bullshit. And, the whole entertainment business, I've said before many times that I've had, I want to succeed. I want to do, what it takes to get there. But I know that my persona and certain things clash. And maybe one day I will find somebody, who's an agent or the fuck that, can see my point of view or basically meet in the middle and, we could work something out. But I'm not dealing with that anymore. And, especially like a lot of these professional or quote unquote professional comics or people that I've known in the business, I've always offered to come on the show. I wanted to come to the show, do stuff like that. And, I would hit them up and they, don't get back to me. So, whatever. I mean, I'm not going to be coy. I mean, I never was, but it seems to me that certain things that I can't associate myself with and I can't deal with certain people's nonsense and bullshit anymore. It's just a personal thing. I do my best to stay away and not be confrontational because I realize that most of the time it is not worth it. And, my health and my mental well-being is more important than any dipshit who likes to tell jokes or who likes to run an agency or whatever the fuck. I mean, we're all human, we're all people. It happens. I respect that. Everybody is different. Everybody has their own thing. And I'm cool with that. My problem is that it seems that everybody wants to do their thing. But if I ask to do my thing, it's a problem. Or if I try to work with people, it's a problem. So I'm not working with people no more. Unless, like I said, you want to work with me, I'm not going to stick out my neck anymore. I'm not going to reach my hand, shake off my hand. I'm not going to, it may come off like a little fucked up, but, I've tried. I've tried several times. I've stepped away several times because I realized, certain things are just not worth it. But I figured I'd give people a shot. I give people things a chance. I try to do the right thing, and it just blows up in my fucking face. So you know what? I ain't doing it no more. I just stick to the crew that been with me since day one, and I deal with those folks, and everybody else is there, and it is what it is, and I just not fucking with them anymore. That it's just like, I made the analogy that certain people and certain things in this business and entertainment and comedy in general is like it's like high school all over again. You got the cool kids over here, and you got the the jocks over there, and you got the smart ass over there, and then there's me, who really doesn't give a damn about any of them, really. But you try to be cool, try to be fair, whatever the fuck. But, just because that person doesn't like this person, but these two people know that person, but they're okay with that, and it's alright. But they really don't, they're really not, I don't know how to really say it, but it's a bunch of bullshit. It comes down to it. It's nonsense. It's petty. And I'm just not with it anymore. I wish everybody well. But I'm good. And like I said, it just seems to me that my temperament and my persona sometimes most of the time it just doesn't mix with a lot of people in this business. So like I said, I like to just pick and choose who I fuck with. And that's about it. So we'll be right back. And we're back. Aaron Smith, CANT LOSE. So, for those that know me, like I said, I've been looking for a place for about a year, living outside the city, not too far away, about an hour and a half. And it seems like the housing situation is just getting worse, like, with the virus and all that. And not to mention that, rents is just jacked and ridiculous. And I can understand that people need to make money in rents and everything, these landlords, but, on the other hand, it shouldn't cost an arm and a leg either to have a place. And, there's some people, that support that dumpster fire in the White House that believe that it's the governor's fault or the mayor's fault or whatever. These things happen. And this thing's been happening since before this pandemic. Rent was high already. It's just getting higher. And people are leaving and people are dipping and getting out of here because they can't take it anymore. And they can't go out to eat. And they don't like wearing masks. I'm like, look, listen. This is what it is, man. This is what it is. I don't like it either, but I want to be safe. I don't want to get sick. And every time I go in the city looking for places, I'll keep my mask on. I got my hand sanitizer. I stay away from people. I do my best to social distance and all that. But these people that live in the city, their attitudes towards it, and this is what it is. A fucking pandemic. You got over almost 200,000 people almost dead and shit. And you want to bitch about wearing a fucking mask. You got these people who, doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals that wear these 12 to 18 hours out of the day. And you just mad because you have to use it to go to the store. Like I said, it's the real sheer arrogance and ignorance of people. But that's on you. You don't want to do that? You want to follow rules? Fine, no problem. Just stay the fuck away from me. Anyway, so like I said, I've been looking for places, and it's ridiculous, And even like rooms are ridiculous, over 1,000, you get a little shoebox and whatnot, and then I can understand, I'm a smoker, and certain houses don't like that, and that's their place, and that's fine. But the amount of money that they're asking for is ridiculous, and getting frustrated and sick of it. But hey, gotta keep doing what I gotta do, because I'm a grown ass man, and that's what grown ass people do: deal with bullshit the best way they possibly can. And just like I said earlier about, certain people and talking with people and dealing with them, in the industry I'm in, the entertainment industry, the comedy industry, same thing goes for us regular people as well, If we can't mesh, if we can't gel, if we can't meet in the middle and have some kind of consensus, then it's not going to work, I'm not totally right, and neither are you, that's just how it is. But, some people just believe that they are always right all the time, and no one is. Nobody on this earth, period. But some people think they do. Some people do, and that's my problem I have. And I do my best, and I try not to, like I said, be confrontational unless it comes to the point where I have to be, and it's not going to get physical, because I feel that my health and my mental state and my arrest record, need to stay, just low and not be as dumb as possible, and that don't get into any nonsense, because like I said, I learned a lot last year, I did a lot of dumb shit, and I'm paying for it. But you know what? I'm still here, and I'm still working on what I gotta do. So, yeah. But, New York sucks as far as the rent is concerned. It's still convenient. It's still the place where, things happen and things you can get, you gotta get. I still have family, still have friends, still have people I love and I care for. So, I'm gonna continue to look and continue to do what I gotta do to get out of here. Because where I'm at, it's okay and everything's alright, but, the city's a little bit better. So anyway, moving on. And then, it's a lot of plans that I wanted to take care of, and a lot of things I want to hang out with and try to do the right thing. But, things come up, and I don't want to look as flaky or, I don't want to be around people. It's just that I have, a lot of important shit to take care of. And there's a lot of things that I want to do that I can't do because the simple fact of the matter is that I either, time runs out, or I am helping somebody else, and that takes most of my time, and it's very important to me. So there's a lot of things I can't really do for myself. So yeah, it just be like that sometimes. And some people respect that, and that's cool, and some people don't, and whatever, fuck, that's their problem, and I don't have to deal with it. So yeah. And that's just what it is, if it ain't important, if it ain't that serious, and you can avoid it, that's how I see it. Just fuck it. Because like I said, with all this going on, it really to the point where you don't have to deal with it. And if it's not affecting you personally to the point where you have to do something, then there's no reason to deal with it in the first place. That's all I'm saying. And like I said, reaching out to people and basically, trying to be nice and, respectful and cordial. Some people, they don't like that. They don't want to be that. That's fine. And they could say certain things about me that, maybe I flip-flop on things, which I don't. Or maybe they just don't, want to admit that they don't want to deal with me or whatever fuck. I'd rather you just be honest to my face and, tell me something that whatever the fuck you feel, than just lie to my back. Because like I said, I'm a grown-ass man. I can handle it. I don't like it. I may not like it, but whatever, If that's how people feel, if you don't like me, then fine. Hey, like I said a million times ago, if you were born on this earth to like everybody, then you have a real hard time, because it's really hard to deal with people, especially those around you. So, like I said, I personally think that you weren't born on this earth to be liked and loved by everybody. So I don't waste my breath trying. I just don't. It's just really no freaking point. And, it really is what it is, because just don't really, some people understand it, and then there's some that do, and then still try to make it their point of view, and they're still trying to make people think that they're always right all the time, and that's not right. Those are people you need to stay away from. Those are people that are the shit starters, the troublemakers, the egotists, those motherfuckers. Those are people that go, and like I said, everybody has a little bit of all of that in them, but some have more than others, and that's the sheer issue that I have. Like I said, I choose to just stay away and keep my distance from those people, because I know how I get, and I've gotten a lot better. Like I said, there's been several times where I've been wanting to curse out people and tell people off, and kiss my ass, and then suck my Johnson and all that whatnot. But what's that gonna get me? A temporary feel, a thrill or whatever, and it's just gonna go away. I mean, and then like I said, I'm not gonna do that unless I don't have any choice, and I really do have a choice, because at the end of the day, I can just walk away and just you know what, go fuck yourself, in private, and just keep it moving. And we'll be right back. Hey guys, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record, edit your podcast right from your phone and computer. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to do to make a podcast on in place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Gonna get ready to wrap it up, but first I'm gonna give a shout out to Jeffrey Frazier. Check out his podcast, The Black Wall Street Chronicles. Very good show, very good discussions. Sure to check him out. Also hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Twitter at The Aaron Smith, Instagram at The Aaron Smith, and Facebook at Aaron L. Smith. Alright, so coming on this last episode of the season 3 here. Will it be a season 4? I don't know. Like I said, been really thinking about a lot, and I just don't know what's next. I hope everything will be good to that point where I can do something like that, but I don't know. It takes a lot in a podcast to do a podcast, and you need a lot of support. You need a lot of things to go well, and you need a lot of time and effort, and it's a lot of trial and error because it's a big market, and there's a lot of people who do the same thing as you, so you got to do it a little differently and a little better. So I've done that to the best of my abilities with the first 3 seasons. I'm just going to take a step back and, evaluate if I want to or not. I have fun doing it. I enjoy it. But it's got to be something I really, truly, want to do. And it's nothing's really stopping me from doing it. It's a matter of fact of is 3 enough? Is this the next venture? What will be the next venture? I should say. There's a lot of question marks, a lot of things to hash out and figure out and whatnot. And so I'm still looking for an agent. Maybe, I don't know. So I'll see what happened with that first time. But anyway, I just, like I said, I gotta make myself laugh, and I gotta, things about trial and error. Life's about trial and error. You fuck up, you bump your head, and you keep moving. You just gotta understand that not everybody's going to think the way you are, and it's perfectly fine. And if they don't like you, then fuck them. Hey, just do you. Continue to do you. Be yourself. And that's what I've always done, and I will always continue to do in comedy, podcasts, my life, whatever. So that's just how I feel. And, it's just like, you have certain associates and certain colleagues and certain friends that I appreciate all the love and support that I have gotten from them, and especially my family. And like I said, I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see. But as for season 3, yeah, this will be the last episode. I had fun. It's been an interesting year. I know it's not over yet. We still got 50 plus days left. So So we got an election coming up, big election, probably the most important election of everybody's lifetime. And I would like to see Joe Biden win. I would like to see Donald Trump get kicked the fuck out of there. But who knows? Because, like I said, you never know in these things. And that electoral college is a motherfucker. And maybe it's time to get rid of it. But, we shall definitely see. And it's gonna be a wild one, I think. And I think it'll be down to the wire. And maybe we might not even get the results that day. Who knows? But I think I say it for a lot of people that probably did the same thing. Like, hey, Biden, he ain't the best choice, but he a better choice. And on that note, I'm out. This is Aaron Smith.